it's a little bit soft, still lumpy, but those lumps are going to go away when I start adding the sugar, because I'm going to cream in both. Because butter and shortening, they're not really mixed that well. So, okay, it's soft. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add my sugar. Okay. And mix slowly. I don't want to splatter the sugar all over the place. Okay. So I'm adding my sugar slowly, okay? And I want to get that nice and creamy and fluffy, okay? When it's that is not very nice and smooth and fluffy, then I'm going to start slowly adding my eggs. Okay. Shortening. Yes, sir. Yes. In the meantime, while that is going, I'm going to sift my dry ingredients. Okay. Because I'm going to combine my cake flour. My baking soda, my baking powder, my cocoa powder. Combine those right now, okay? I'm sifting them on my little bowl here on the side, okay? I don't want no lumps. I want my nice chiffon cake to be lumpless, okay? There we go. Dry ingredients have been sifted. Okay. I'm going to scrape the sides of my bowl. It looks nice and fluffy and creamy. Okay. I'm gonna let it go about another minute before I can start slowly adding the eggs. So once you mix the sugar and keep on whipping it with your paddle, it's gonna take the color of like white icing. It's gonna look grainy, like sandy, okay? And that's okay because the shortening is not, again, it doesn't really mix well with the butter, okay? You're not looking for a smooth mixture, okay? All right, I'm going to slowly add one egg at a time to my shortening and butter mixture, okay? Let me get that close to you guys so you guys can see. There you go, okay. Slowly adding one egg at a time. Okay. So we're baking today, Miss Deandra? We are? Okay. There we go. Eggs have been added one at a time. I'm keeping on mixing it. I'm going to stop it and scrape the sides of the bowl, okay? I want to make sure that everything gets properly mixed together. Because right now the sides of the bowl looks whitish because it's not getting mixed with the eggs yet, okay? There we go. Okay, the eggs have been mixed in with the butter, sugar, and shortening. Okay, now it says to combine the wet ingredients. Okay, so I'm going to combine the milk and vanilla extract, okay, together, and just alternately mix in the wet and the dry ingredients. Okay, alternately. So not a lot of dry ingredients to mix in. Okay, so I'm going to mix in the dry ingredients. Okay, that I have sifted together. Baking powder, cocoa powder, cake flour, okay? There we go. One batch of the dry ingredients. Mixed in low speed. I don't want it to be flying all over the mixer. Okay. And at the same time, I'm going to slowly add in stages this wet ingredients, the milk, okay? Okay. Correct. Uh-oh. You don't... Uh-oh. You don't have any baking soda in your fridge to eliminate bad odors you can use, or for your laundry? So if you don't, double the amount of baking powder, because baking soda is also a leavening agent. Correct. Okay. Let's try to go that route, okay? We'll see. Because both of them are leavening agents, so it should still be nice and fluffy, okay? Baking soda, what it adds to it is the acidic factor. I'm gonna switch to my whisk from this paddle. Okay. It's weird because the recipe only calls for 45 grams of cake flour. That seems a little bit odd, but okay. Let's hope it does come out. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to remake it again tomorrow. Thank you for that confirmation. So I was short by 440 grams. It's a human mistake, human error. That's all right. I can recoup. It's not done yet. All right, here's my measurement. Okay. Unit, ounces, pounds, fluid ounces, grams. Must have been my glasses. That's my excuse. Good eye. All right. So I need about 440 grams to go. That's what I like. It's odd. All right, now it makes more sense. All right, here we go. Oh well, c'est la vie. Oh, where's my paddle? Bring the paddle back. Now for the rest of the milk. Morning, Miss Kayla. Whatever the recipe says, says 250 grams. Okay, the milk, vanilla extract, dry ingredients have been added to it. Okay, I'm gonna let that mix a little bit more before I start. What you call it? Scraping the sides of the bowl, and then once you're done, you get no lumps and it's smooth and everything's mixed together. You gotta bake it in the oven right off the bat. Okay. But remember to line your bowls in the bottom with parchment paper so it doesn't stick to the bottom of your pan. Okay. And possibly even your sprinkler bowl too, Miss Tessa. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay. Let me scrape the sides of my bowl. Little bit lumpy because I added the last flour at the end. And I'm going to switch over to the my wire whisk. It looks fluffy. Okay. Okay. Switch over to the wire whisk. And let it go. All right, here we go. Devil's fruit cake batter is done. Okay. Nice and smooth. Right amount of flour. Thank you, Miss Tessa. So let me start getting my pans ready. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the side now. Okay. Now I'm going to use two different kinds of pans. I'm going to use a sheet tray and a cake pan for this too, okay? So let me get my parchment paper ready to go. Okay. That needs to be cut in half. That's one. Now I'm going to go ahead and where's my spray? Okay. And again, same process of the parchment paper yesterday. You know, fold it in half. Make a little paper airplane. Keep folding it. Place the tip in the middle. And now you're going to cut this one. Okay. Where's my scissors? Because I just want to cover the bottom, not the sides. Okay. So I'm going to cut it right here at the edge. Unfold it. What? Really? I guess I did a good job on that one. Alright, whatever. Start all over again. So here's my sheet of parchment paper. Fold it in half. Crease it. Okay. Gonna cut this in half. Now I'm going to make a paper airplane. Fold that corner, top left corner in half. And keep it folded in half again. Over again. Again. One more time. There we go. Put the tip in the middle here, hold it, and then cut this side over here. There you go. Now hold it. This should be a nice, perfectly round. Really? Oh, you suck. Where's the other piece? All right. Here we go. I'll make it happen. All right, so once I got my parchment paper already cut, I'm going to spray the bottom of my pans, the sides too. Okay. And you want to dust it. You want to put your parchment paper down. Okay. First. And now let's dust it with AP flour. So when you pour your batter, you take it out of the oven, it doesn't get stuck to it. So I'm only dusting the sides. The first pan. Both pans have been dusted. Now it's time to go ahead and start pouring the batter on top of it. I mean inside and on top. Batter tastes good. Doesn't taste like the chocolate mousse, but it tastes good. With the right amount of flour. Thank you, Miss Tessa, for saving the chef's life and not letting me be embarrassed at the end, coming up with this funky looking cake. All right, so how far to fill them? Only fill them about halfway, 3/4 of the way up. Don't fill them all the way to the top, because if you do, once they bake, they're gonna overflow. It is gonna spill inside your oven, gonna get burned, okay? So halfway or 3/4 of the way up, depending how deep your pan is, okay? Because they are gonna rise up, okay? Here's my first one. It's about 3/4 of the ways up, okay? Now I'm gonna use this on my sheet tray because I'm gonna do the little individual ones, like I showed you guys in the picture on Monday, okay? And just for good measure, I am going to put them on top of a cookie sheet tray, just in case they overflow. So I don't want to, you know, have a huge mess in my oven that I got to clean up, or it's going to throw up my smoke alarms off, and neighbors are probably going to have to call 911 thinking I'm on fire. Fire! There you go, okay? So gently spread the batter onto your pan, whatever you're using, okay? Make sure it's nice and even. And you're going to lightly tap it against on your countertop. So make sure the batter goes all over the pan. It's nice and even, okay? You're still going to get a little belly in the middle. That's fine. We can trim that off before we start assembling your cake, okay? Okay. And then lightly. That one goes in the tray. And this one is. I'm using a regular cake pan, and I'm using a sheet tray too. You can use a cake pan. You're going to use two because the batter makes enough for 2 cake pans. They're size, what is the size? 8 or 9 inch pans. Excuse me. Okay. Or 10 will be fine too. 10 will be good. And then my sheet tray is 1/4 of a sheet tray. Okay, here we go. So my devil's food cake is now going to go in the oven. Okay. So I got my cake pan, round one in here. Okay. That one is going in. And right next to it, I'm going to put this sheet tray. Okay. Oh, that's like that. Like this. There you go. Okay. And it says to until cake is set. So I'm taking about 30 minutes. Right now it's about 2:45. So maybe at 3:15 I'll check in. Now I'm going to go ahead and clear this table because I'm going to start gathering my mixed items for the sheet cake. Okay. How's your guys' devil food cake coming up? Yes. No, leave it alone. What we should do is instead of using flour, either brush it with butter, oil, and then coat it with sugar. Granulated sugar would be the best option. Because sugar is more, granulated sugar is more coarser, so it'll lubricate the bottom, and it won't stick that much as regular flour. All right, mixer is ready. Okay, here's the ingredients. Cake flour. Now this one that says 250 grams, Miss Tessa, cake flour. Got that one right. Just saying. Water, oil. Vanilla extract, lemon zest. Okay, more tartar, salt, and the second batch of sugar. Okay. And egg whites. Yeah, this one's a little bit more tricky because you don't, you only line the bottom with parchment paper. What is it? Yes. As soon as you do. Bow wow wow yippee Atomic dog. Okay, yeah. So yes, once you make the batter with the devil's food cake, you're gonna go ahead and put it in your cake pans or whichever you're gonna put it in it, and it goes straight into the oven. Okay. All right, Miss Kayla. Who let the dogs out? Okay. So let me get my bowl ready. Just and wash it. And my cake. All right. Let's see what this one says. Let me get a bowl ready. Where's my bowl? A couple of bowls. Here you go. Okay. So this one says, sift our ingredients first. First amount of sugar, mix them in bowl. Okay. So the first amount of sugar is 200 grams, and the other one is 125. Okay. So I'm going to sift them. Let me make sure this bowl is clean. Okay. So the first batch of sugar is 200 grams. Boom. Sugar. Cake flour. Wait. Let me see the sugar first. Here we go. Set the sugar. Cake flour next. What's next? Baking powder. And salt. Not the cream of tartar, that goes later. Okay. The ingredients have been sifted together. So the first batch of sugar, which was 200 grams, cake flour 250, salt 6 grams, baking powder 12 grams. Okay. I need to get my egg yolks out. Set that aside. It says with paddle, mix yolks, water, and liquid flavor slowly. Okay. So paddle, egg yolks, water, vanilla extract, and oil. Those are my liquids. So my liquids have been mixed together, my egg yolks, water, vanilla extract, and oil. And I'm going to slowly add my dry ingredients, okay? I'm going to set the dry ingredients. Really. Let me clear my throat. Until it become nice and firm. So the best way to check him, the devil's food cake, give it about 30 minutes, and then if you have a skewer, stick your skewer inside the middle. If not, stick your thermometer probe, and if it comes out clean, it's done. You can also check it by jiggling the pan. If it's wavy or jiggly, it's not set yet. It's got to be nice and firm. It doesn't have to have those waves. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to stop my machine now. Scrape the sides of the bowl. Mix it a few more times, and then I'm going to remove this batter and put it in my bowl because I'm going to use this mixer to whip my egg whites with a cream of tartar. Okay. All right. Mixing is done. Okay. I'm gonna remove this wet liquid and dry mixer and dry mixer liquid mixer from my bowl into my stainless steel bowl on the side of the table, because I am going to use this bowl to whip my egg whites until there's soft peak. A little clump of flour here, mixing. There you go. That'll be good. Into my bowl and start whipping my egg whites. So my chiffon cake, my first half is done. I mix my liquids, my egg yolks, oil, vanilla extract first, and then I sifted all my dry ingredients minus the second batch of sugar, which is the 125 grams, and the cream of tartar. Once the liquids were mixed in, I went ahead and slowly added my dry ingredients to that batter, okay? With the batter. And set that aside right now. This is on the side here, okay? Now I'm gonna whip my egg whites, okay? First, okay? Make sure my bowl is firm. There you go, okay? Slowly. Okay. So my devil's food got another 50 minutes before I check it. Okay. And you can whip it, but it's not there yet. It says whip the egg whites until soft peak, then add cream of tartar. So not yet, okay? Right now it's too liquidy. Yes. Your vanilla extract and your oil. So your egg yolks, your oil, vanilla extract, and what else? Your water. Yeah, oil. Mix all this, yeah. And then sift your dry ingredients minus the second batch of sugar, which is 125 grams. And then your cream of tartar. Set that aside, okay? Cool. So my egg whites are now soft peak. I'm gonna incorporate my cream of tartar, okay? You want the cream of tartar in there because it's going to stabilize your egg white. If you don't add it, when you start slowly adding your granulated sugar, it's going to deflate your egg whites. It's going to turn to some kind of water consistency. So cream of tartar stabilizes the egg whites. Okay, I'm gonna slowly add my sugar, slowly, okay? To this egg whites that I just folded in my cream of tartar, slowly. I don't wanna add them all at once because it's gonna deflate my egg whites, okay? There we go. Sugar has been mixed with my egg whites. And we want them to be firm, moist peaks, okay? So almost there, not yet, okay? You see the firm and moist peaks? That's it. Firm and moist peaks. That's what we're looking for your egg whites, okay? Now I'm going to fold this mixture into my chiffon, the dry ingredients and my egg yolk mixture, okay? Almost like a souffle. Got to be folded. So my mixer on the side. Okay. There you go, okay? I'm going to add my lemon zest now before I fold in my egg whites. So lemon zest went in. Maybe I should have grabbed a bigger bowl. The bowl's too small. There you go. This one you want to fill it again till about halfway, okay? Because it is going to crawl to the sides, okay? Here's my egg yolks, oil, vanilla extract mixture with the flour. And I'm going to fold in the egg whites onto this mixture, okay? You got to fold them in lightly, like you're folding a souffle, like a little baby, okay? Because if you don't, your chiffon cake is not going to rise to the top, okay? It's going to come out flat and dense. Hopefully mine will not come out like that, but we'll see. There we go, okay? You're going to fold from the outside to the inside, lightly, okay? You got to have a light hand. You cannot be too rough. Don't play no Korn music, Metallica, none of that stuff. No NWA, right? Play some Kenny G, some Keith Sweat, Luther Vandross kind of deal, okay? Treat it gently with TLC. No System of a Down either, okay? Teddy Pendergrass, you know, kind of deal. Mm-hmm. There we go. Nice and gentle. Fold the egg whites into the egg yolk mixture. Nice and gentle. Again, you don't want to deflate. You want to fold it in, okay? The goal is to have as much air in your egg whites as you can before you start filling in your pans with this mixture, okay? Just like a souffle. Liquid flavors, your vanilla extract, oil, egg yolks, vegetable oil, vanilla extract, and water. All those get mixed together. There we go, okay? As long as I don't see no more dark yellow streaks when I go to the middle and pull it up, then I know I'm there, okay? So the goal is not to see any dark yellow streaks when you're folding in your batter. There's my batter, okay? Now let me get my pans ready. Okay. Yikes. Okay. I need deep pans. For this one, yeah, I'm going to use my spring fork pans too because I need deep pans. Ooh. All right. Let me get some parchment paper going too. It's like folding a paper airplane. Okay. Spring for pen. Scissors. Put in the middle. Measure it and cut. Really? Okay. So when you use your spring fork pan, Miss Tessa, make sure you put a cookie sheet in the bottom of it because the batter might leak through the bottom. Okay, and you want to make sure that doesn't leak. It stays on your spring fork pan. Okay. We had that happen at school in the classroom, and it's like it's no fun. There we go. Okay. A little bit shorter. Gotta fit in bottom just the right side. Okay. And for this one, I am only going to spray the bottom, guys. Only spray the bottom, not the sides, okay? You want the batter to crawl on the sides of the walls, okay? There we go. Now the batter is going to go inside. That's as far as I'm going to get it. Okay, and it's going to go in the oven. It's got to find a cookie sheet to put it in. Fits in the oven. It fits. 3:15. I'm gonna check my other cake in a minute, but let me see if I can work this other batter here real quick. So I'm cooking the remaining, I'm gonna pour the remaining batter into the cake pan. I just want to throw it away. I want to see what I can do with it. Okay. All right. That one's going in. All right, guys. I'm going to check my devil's food cake right now. See how it is. Okay. I don't have a toothpick or a skewer. I use my thermometer. Make sure that something comes out clean. All right, I'm checking my devil's food cake right now. Okay, guys. Not yet. I pulled it out. It was still jiggly. The cake round is not there yet. My sheet tray. I'm gonna leave it another 5 minutes. Okay. My devil's food cake in the sheet tray is almost done. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pull it out because I need that space. And my thermometer was coming out clean. Yeah, this one is done. All right, cool. One down. So my sheet tray, devil's food cake is done. I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna let it get cool, okay? That's what's happening. It's cooling down. I'm gonna tidy up a little bit here, and I'm gonna start going with my, I'm gonna clean up my chocolate cream pie in a minute. All right, that is cooling down. Let me start by thinking about what I'm going to do with my chocolate cream pie. So I'm definitely going to work some chocolate. I'm going to melt some chocolate again. My chocolate cream pie is nice and firm. That's all right. Where are you with the chiffon right now? No, there's two steps. It's two steps, so each step has got almost like its own recipe because you got to do the liquids and the flours, and then you got to do that separate. And you got to whip the egg whites and then fold them into the egg. So yeah, it's a little bit more challenging. I mean, the egg whites, yeah, need to be a little bit more fluffier. Yeah, and also the cream of tartar does help a lot too because it stabilizes the egg whites. He will. I'm sure he will. So for my cream pie, I'm gonna make a little bit of chantilly to garnish it on top, okay? And I'm also gonna melt the chocolate because I wanna make some filigree grease real quick. Chantilly done. Let's melt my chocolate. The trick is going to be getting this pie out of the mold. There we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. There we go. Voila. Pie out of the mold. Okay. When my chocolate is melting, I'm going to garnish it with my chantilly. Before you can mix, before you fold in the egg whites, add the lemon zest. Yeah, mix them into your egg yolks and flour mixture, not to your egg whites, okay? And then go ahead and fold in your egg whites. Okay, it's been another 20 minutes after I check my devil's food cake. I'm gonna check it again, the round cake, see how it is. Nice big old belly, nice and firm. Thermometer goes in, it doesn't come out wet. My devil's food cake is done. D-U-N-N-N, done. Right now. That food cake, here we go. Done. Continue with my chiffon cake, not there. Devil's food cake is out. Chocolate is nice and melted. Let's eat this chocolate to cool it down. There we go. Okay. So my chocolate cream pie, I have made a ganache last week when we were making the eclairs. I'm going to use some of that ganache. I've remelted a little bit in the microwave, just enough to work with it. And I'm going to garnish my chocolate cream pie on top before I add my chantilly and before I add my filigrees, okay? So that is what's happening right now. Chantilly is done. Just gotta wait a little bit longer. right, all right, all right. Here we go. So what is happening, I'm just popping a little bit of ganache on top of my chocolate cream pie, back and forth. And I'm going to make a hashtag motion on it. Ish. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to put my chantilly on top. I don't have a lot to go around, so I'm going to do rosettes on the sides. There we go. That's what I'm looking at. I'm gonna grab the smallest strawberries I can find. And cut this in half, 1/4. And then put them on top of the chantilly, facing up like a little crown. Around and around she goes. There we go. That's enough of the strawberries. And maybe one filigree in the middle. Plain and simple. Easy does it. Chocolate cream pie. Finito. All right, let me go ahead and get a plate. Stop plating this chocolate cream pie. I'm gonna use a white plate. Better for this presentation. Okay. I let it go a teardrop on my plate with my ganache. Plain and simple, that's it. Now I'm going to cut a piece with my serrated knife. Very gentle, very gentle. Yes, and then add your, what? Add your cream of tartar when you get the soft peaks. And then you got to mix it for another minute with the cream of tartar in it. And then after that, you're going to go ahead and slowly sprinkle your sugar in it, your second batch, which is 120 milligrams grams of sugar, okay? Here we go. Chocolate cream pie. Oh yeah. Now for the teardrop that I made on the side, I'm gonna put some of this raspberry coulis in it. Because raspberry with chocolate goes right on hand. Perfect. Fill it in lightly. Okay. How's everybody doing with their chocolate cake? Devil's food cake. Almost done, guys? No, we're doing that tomorrow. You can't today. It's too hot. Correct. Don't forget to send your pictures, though. Thank you for sending them last night. No, it's too hot, too warm. Give it to the cake man. We'll take it out tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll decorate it, okay? All right, guys, my chocolate cream pie is done. Devil's food cake is out. Chiffon cake, not yet. I'm gonna check it in a few minutes. Okay, I'm gonna tidy up here, and I'm gonna show you what I did with my chocolate cream pie. You guys weren't able to catch it on when I was plating it up, right? I know, it's all right. That's what we're not decorating the cake today. It's too much labor going on, and it's too hot. Let me check my chiffon cake. See how that is. Oh, this one is done. Ooh, almost burnt. This one looks like it's done. Oh shoot. It fell. Not done yet. My baked chiffon cake's not done yet. I gotta leave it for a few more minutes. And I hit it, so hopefully it didn't fall. If it fell, it's gonna be kind of dense. Not mad. All the labor and I slammed it and hopefully it won't fall. tomorrow.